to our viewers. It's Coco bringing you Let's Be Real TV in a brand new year. Happy New Year to all of our viewers, and I hope you acquire positivity and prosperity throughout this new year. To kick off this year, Let's Be Real, we have a very special guest here today with us who's eager to spread his knowledge and life experiences. He is an alum of Winston-Salem State University and the well-known author of The Alarm Clock, and he also has a guest here, Mr. Quatre Hollingsworth. It is my pleasure to introduce Darrell Slade. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing?
Good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm fantastic.
That's good.
It's perfect timing.
Right.
Perfect timing.
Right.
Yeah. So much I could say, so many things I could say, but since we're on the show for the book, I'm Darrell Slade. I'm a recent alum of Winston-Salem State University. I graduated in May, and I'm the author of The Alarm Clock, The Essence of Moving to Silence. This is a message for my community. It's a message for really everybody who got an ear to hear, so to say the least. That's who I am. Yeah.
And what about you, Quatre?
I'm just Quatre, and I just try to change the world with my words and just inspire the youth. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
What was your motivation for it? What inspired you to write the book?
Ultimately, God the Father. I got to give the utmost respect to God himself. But really, it was my friend, Kelsey Chinemezo Okoro, who's also an alum. I met him here. I actually talk about him in the book. He became my business partner. We co-founded a business, all of that. And so he always knew my mindset. He knew what was on my mind. He knew my struggle. He knew where I came from. And he knew what I was trying to do. And he was like, we'd talk all the time. He's like, bro, you need to write a book. I'm like, when he first told me, I'm like, that's crazy. I'm not about to write no book. I'm not about to do that. Like, that's not who I am. So he was just like, bro, do it. And then he wrote a book and published it, had a release party, all that. He was like, I just did that. I know you could do it. I'm like, dang, I got the pressure on me now. So, but at the same time, God was like, somebody need to hear what's in that book, those words in that book. And so when I kind of got an understanding for that, I was like, it ain't about me no more. You know what I'm saying? Put my pride to the side, put my ego to the side, all that. This for the culture, this for Trey Foe, this is for, you know what I'm saying, everybody who we lost, long live Lee. You know what I'm saying? This is for that kid who don't have a mother, who lost his mother, like how I did, you know what I'm saying, growing up. Because they need that healing, they need that medicine. I didn't have that. I ain't had no Slade to come talk to me like, here, bro, I've been in your shoes before, you know what I'm saying? So that's, and when I did that, you know what I'm saying, I just put everything in there, in the book, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what, all of it is God, you know what I'm saying? God just telling me it's time, basically. Yep. Time to wake up.
Right. The alarm clock, time to wake up, that's very deep and very meaningful because, you know, your title isn't just the alarm clock for some reason. You have a background for people to wake up, for the world to wake up, because it's so much going on in the world for people to just, you know, kind of get inside and kind of know what's going on, because it's a lot of things that the media especially really doesn't allow us to see. And the media is really patchy on what they do allow, especially minorities and, you know, people to see, because they don't want us to learn knowledge. They don't want people to acquire all these great things, you know, that other people do. So,
and to touch on that, I'm glad you hit on that. I talk about it in my book in chapter 3, I believe. Chapter 3 is called Emancipation Proclamation, because it's quote unquote, we free, but we not. But I talk about how, you know, like, for example, what's going on right now at H&M? We talked about it earlier. Like, everybody posting, like, oh, this is wrong. We black kings, we are. We know that. We don't got to post on the ground to show them who we are. We just need to do it. Like, I got a quote in my book. I said, instead of saying hands up, don't shoot, we need to create our own enterprises. We need to create our own institutes and teach our people about who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, like, we could talk all we want to, but H&M still running the market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to support black business. You know what I'm saying? Like Flawed Lifestyle, Cash, you know what I'm saying? Priceless, all of that. Like we need to support that. And it's like we'll go support H&M, but now you see that they calling us monkeys. Now it's like, oh, we're not gonna rock with H&M. But my guy over here been having Flaw the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And if you support him, maybe he can have a H&M. You know what I'm saying? Where he can give like a positive. Like, instead of this saying, I'm a monkey, this saying flaw, embrace every flaw, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's, I'm gonna just stop right there.
No, keep it what?
We
we
keep
say?
it-
This is what we
Let's
do.
be
This
real.
is what we talk about.
Let's
Yeah,
be
this
real.
is how we
Yeah.
talk about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you have to say about it?
He hit them points right there. I
Right.
don't have nothing to add to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know with basically the H&M situation, I really don't see how it could be a mistake or an apology, because at me being in school, my major is marketing and communications. So when you're marketing to the world, you're supposed to be sensitive with everybody.
Everything.
If you have a black child in the coolest monkey in the jungle, I mean, what do you expect?
It's about money.
It's about, exactly, it's
About
about money. I mean, some people are greedy. People will do a lot of things just for greed, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So what lesson do you feel like you learned the most from in life and from writing this book?
The biggest lesson I learned, and like, I don't want to say too much about the book because, I don't want to ruin.
People need to read.
You know what I'm saying,
yeah.
for the viewers and the readers who's gonna actually pick up the book. But I talk about purpose. Purpose is the most powerful thing that we have. Like, you got a purpose, you know what I'm saying? This is your TV show. That's your purpose, you know what I'm saying? That's what you called to do, to get the message and get the word out through, you know what I'm saying, through Let's Be Real, you know what I'm saying? And your future and your future endeavors, that's your purpose. But the thing about the devil is he envious. He don't want to see you have your own TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like Khaled say, they don't want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the devil tricky. He gonna throw things in your face to distract you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to do your TV show, you want to pursue your career in media, but H&M might offer you a job out of college, paying you $70,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And you might be like, 70,000. I see it happening every day. You know what I'm saying? $70,000. I think I'm gonna go with them. Now you almost like you sold your soul, because it's like you don't have no more value. There's no value in H&M. You see they calling us monkeys, but shit, I ain't paying my bills, the rent taken care of. You know what I'm saying? You got kids. My kids about to be well off. You know what I'm saying? I can travel now. I can do all that. You can live that lavish lifestyle, but then it's like this is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is dead. So it's like, I understood that, like, as I was writing my book, because it's like I talk about college and how college I wanted to go corporate America and be the next whoever, the VP or whatever. But then I took them suits off. No more suits, no more ties. I'm in my hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Speaking the truth until I die. But it's like, in corporate America, I couldn't be Darrell Slade, the author of the alarm clock. You know what I'm saying? So, but they was paying me. You know what I'm saying? So, like Hov say, still nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's killing us as a culture. You know what I mean? Because it's like our value, you know what I'm saying, the melanin in our skin is fueling Mr. CEO over here, you know what I'm saying, the Warren Buffetts or the whoever, Berkshire Hathaways. But we don't, when you look at the top, at the very top, and it goes back to what we said earlier, there isn't no people of color. It is, but you don't see much of it, you know?
All right, I got it off his purpose point. Like, I had a friend, my freshman year at Howard, he kind of like, he don't know it, but he changed my life, you know what I mean? Freshman year, I was a sports medicine major. I was like, I'm gonna be a doctor. And we in class, and I started realizing we talking about little proteins, enzymes. They said we had a whole course when you get to medical school on just enzymes. And it's like, that ain't my life. I'm not about to be doing that everyday life. And it's that you really got to follow your heart. What you really believe God is telling you what you're meant to do and what it help the next generation, and not only yourself, because you want your kids and your family to be like, they're doing something good and they really striving and taking steps with purpose, you know. And you just got to follow your heart. That's true purpose. That's your self purpose. You got to find that.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's scary, you know, because you see so many people losing their purpose, you know what I mean? Like, I was telling him, and this maybe sound vague, but I feel like as soon as you lose your purpose, you dead. You know what I'm saying? Because
You living to die.
we all living to die. You know what I mean? But I know, like, on some, it's kind of like, I kind of get emotional because, like, when I graduated, you know, I went corporate America, of course, and then I saw how miscrewed it was. I knew already, but it was like I was oblivious to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're in a bad relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you love what they're giving you, but you're scared to get out. You know what I'm saying? But I got out. And if I would have never got out, we wouldn't be here right now. And now I'm in a position to where my words will live forever. You know what I'm saying? When I'm dead and gone, people still gonna be talking about the alarm clock. You know what I mean? It's not about the right now, and it's not about the money. Money gonna come and shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like this lasts forever, eternity. You know what I'm saying? Through these eyes, you know, I even bring Quatre up in the book because he ain't no Quatres. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I saw it earlier, like, we didn't even, like, people probably see on the outside looking in, like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to write books for clout or whatever. I'm gonna tell you how it happened. I had started my book January 2016. Started writing, everything was written by hand. Quatre, he get back, this like spring break. He come back from Howard, it was his freshman year. You know what I'm saying? You know, and as an older, like Quatre, like, you know, we family, so I'm like an older brother almost, so. Summertime. Okay, so of course I want to catch up with him, like, yo, how college, you know, I'm definitely going to HBCU, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, like, see how his experience was, and of course, like, show him the ropes of the HBCUs, because I've been, like, in school for, like, a year, and it was my junior year. So we sit down, we go to Applebee's. I'm like, so what you doing now? He, you know what I'm saying? He was like, shit, I'm writing a book. I was like, get out of here. and the crazy thing is, we from Winston-Salem, the Trey Folk, and see people at 19, you know what I'm saying, dropping a book. You see them going to the league. You see them, you know what I'm saying, going, you know what I'm saying, getting locked up. You see them, you know, we lost a lot of fallen soldiers to the streets. You know what I'm saying? You see them on the streets, but you don't see them writing books. You see us going to college, but you're leaving a legacy. Right. I'm like, that's golden. So from there, we just kind of, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't really talked to Ivy in a minute, or Quatre in a minute, but you know what I'm saying, like, after that, we just kind of connected, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we here now, so a lot of the inspiration from my book, like, to go harder for it, came from him, because 4 months later, he dropped his first book. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying, 19, through these eyes. It's on Amazon right now. Now he got notes to self, and we just had, go ahead, I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay. So, yeah, we had an event Black Friday, and the reason we shot for Black Friday, it was because, like, well, because it's Black Friday, you spend money you don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? That makes no sense. So that's why we did that. And then, I mean, we are very outspoken on our opinions, and to his point, how these books will last forever. Like, I don't care. Like, it's cool. I like the support now. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than Winston-Salem. You hear the conversation we having right now, and I look at it as like how they talk about, we didn't get to see Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, but you hear about how people didn't support them until they were gone. Right. You know, Malcolm X got killed by, you know, somebody of his own color. So that's how I feel we writing our books. Like, that's the in-depth and the level we at. You know, if you don't believe in yourself, who else gonna believe in you?
Actually,
let's be real.
Yes, my boyfriend actually, I learned about Marcus Garvey and
True
really,
warrior. True
yes,
warrior. Yeah.
really opened my eyes about, you know, it's a lot of, you know, we hear about Malcolm X, we hear about Martin Luther King Jr., but
There's a lot of others.
I know it sounds really bad. I really did not have a lot of knowledge about Marcus Garvey. So when I was hearing about how he started this movement for Black people to just really uphold themselves and uphold their culture in America, you know, the new Negro, we are the new Negro, we are the new strong people. And it was just like the uproar of the government labeling him as an enemy because he was wanting to start
support his people.
Yes, wanting to support people. So as much as people think that just because you're trying to help people of your color, help people who don't have as much, you're not an enemy. You're helping. You're being a soldier. You're being a teacher. You're being something in their life, like a light in their life. So writing this book is a gold trophy. Your book is a gold trophy to everyone, because as young Black people, we see the H&M ad. He's only like maybe like 6, 7.
6, yeah.
Yes.
You don't know.
Don't really know.
No, yeah.
So we have to educate our young.
All right, well,
Go ahead,
how he doesn't really know. Not only does that 6 or 7-year-old not know, it's 20-year-olds that don't know, because I play basketball, and I mean, I was smart, but I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? I was valedictorian. That's an accomplishment. And I'm so thankful for that. But I didn't really know, and I could have, you know, I know people looked up to me, so I could have influenced so many more people in the right direction. You know, but because I didn't know, you know, that's just people need to know.
Right.
That's like that kind of flows into what I was gonna say next, and I'm just being real because we're being real. Like, I'm kind of upset at HBCUs, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm speaking for the business department, because they're training us to go into corporate, you know what I'm saying? They're training us to go into that system. It don't need to be like that. It's crazy how we don't have no classes teaching us, you know what I'm saying? One, about who we are, like in the business department, and what we can do. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Credit.
We don't have that. Somebody to teach us how to publish a book. You know what I mean? We don't have somebody to teach us how to go out and get credit, and the refund check that you get and stack that on the side, because you could use that, you know what I'm saying, as collateral when you back up your credit, when you get ready to purchase a house, or when you get ready to start a business, and how to effectively run a business. Where's the right place to market it? Who to talk to? Who you can connect with? I don't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it kind of hurts because I fell into that trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, they train us, they make it like you would be honorable. Like, if I would have stayed in corporate, I would have been honorable, because I'm in corporate America, I'm working at Morgan Stanley, I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying? I made it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what I thought for so long, because like we said, I didn't know. You know what I mean? Now I'm seeing, like, when you invest in yourself, it's nothing like it. And then it's like, we spend all this money on, you know, these shiny things, going out to the clubs, the CIAAs, all that, which is cool. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Live your life to the fullest. Yeah. But it's like, at the same time, know your worth and plan. Plan is important. You can't just go out there without no plan. If you have a plan, can't nobody stop you. You know what I'm saying? And this is where they don't want us to be at. So it's like, I'm giving us the laws, I'm showing us the ropes, and I'm still learning. I don't know everything. I don't know everything, but it's like, I'm seeing how valuable it is. I see the emptiness at the top, you know what I'm saying? And I see the people hurting at the bottom. I see the people who want to get a job who can't because they got this, you know what I'm saying, because of the system. So,
all right. First, I'm going to get back to that, how he see the people at the top and the bottom. But, I mean, I agree with everything he just said, but I do understand, like, corporate America is a part of America, so you got to do what you got to do. If you get those big job offers and that's what you want to do, you know, do that. But, you know, I feel like it's so rigged, you know, how that we know about generational wealth. It's like I was watching CNN this morning. They said it's like it would take us 200 years from right now to still catch up. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So it's ridiculous. And my friend, his name is Mike Kenton. He goes to Columbia. He was talking about how I ain't gonna say color is not a thing. So he was talking about how some of the children just go to college just because they can go to Columbia because of their family, because they have that money. They doing drugs, they doing crack, and when they graduate, they got a business in their hand, they got land in their hand, they got loans from their family, they got whatever they want, and we don't have that. You know, it's time to stop repeating that cycle because we know now, as people we know, but we don't follow it. And like he said, I don't know everything. I'm not perfect. But it's time for us to get out of that, and it's the alarm clock. It's time to wake up. Like you see, we still getting killed by police. We still getting targeted. Weed is legal, and we still getting locked up for it. You know, like that makes no sense. It makes none at all.
Yeah. So as young black males, what message do you feel like, if you could talk to a young child right now, what would be the message that, you can only tell them one thing, and that's it? What would be the message that you would tell them?
Follow your heart, chase your dreams, and stay true to God. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I know if I had a son, I would show him that he a God. Like, you are a God.
Arm, leg, arm, head.
This is God body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't hear people saying that. So, like, other people throw other things at you, like, you ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? You never gonna get into college. You, college, what? No. You know what I'm saying? You're not good enough. Or you need to brush up your game, you know what I mean, to get into corporate America. You need to go back and you need to study this and study that. No, son. All of that is already in you. You know what I mean? You already a owner. You're already a boss. It's already in you. You know what I mean? When you discover that, all the laws of this world are nullified. So that's to every child, everybody. If we all knew that, like Jimi Hendrix said, when the power of love defeats, when the love of power defeats the power of love, that's when things will change. And I truly believe that. It ain't no more love. You know what I'm saying?
It's really
no more
not.
love.
It's not.
Greed.
Right.
Yep.
It's capitalism. All of that deteriorates.
All right, back to I didn't get the top and the bottom point. His greeting. All right. America, we are the consumers of the whole world. Like, I don't know the exact statistics. They're somewhere in my phone. But the world relies on us. It's a little, between 40 and 50% of the world lives on less than like $3 a day, or like is in poverty. You know what I'm saying? Well, we eat that per meal, per drink. You know what I'm saying? We get snacks for that. It's time to wake up. That's it. Because that top and the bottom is too big of a gap, and it's growing and growing and growing. And it's like, the reason it's getting so much larger is because they know they're manipulating. We know about that. They manipulate it, and
I got this, like I told you, I started writing poetry, and Quartre really kind of inspired me to do it. But like, I found another side of myself when I did it. I'm like, dang, I've been wanting to say this for years, but now I can flow it out. And it's this one line I got in a poem called "No More Suits." It says, Jesus never wore suits, but he spoke the truth. Mike, talking about Michael Jackson, Mike seen the kids in the street without enough to eat. Salaries not helping the people in need, so they need me, food for thought. I'm planting seeds in concrete, hoping people see, hoping they see what's written in the trees, the alarm clock. You know what I'm saying? So what that is saying is, like, I had an experience when I was in corporate America in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, nationwide, they on your side, right? So, so I'm leaving. I just got fired. I'm gonna be real. Like, I got fired from that. Like, they couldn't tolerate me, and I couldn't tolerate them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was myself and I knew who I was. So I wasn't just about to kiss nobody ass. That's not how my mother raised me. So anyway, the day I get fired, I'm walking out. First person I run into, a homeless man, and I see him all the time. And he was, you know what I'm saying, like, you know how some people are, like, they ask, they need help, like, you know what I'm saying? They was like, can you spare me $1 or two? I was like, sir, I don't have anything on me. I don't have anything. He was like, you got a card? I was like, yeah, but sir, honestly, I just lost my job, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really struggling right now. So he was like, come here. He was like, ask me this question. He was like, tell me, excuse me, sir. So I asked him, I was like, excuse me, sir. He turned his head. He said, say it again. I was like, excuse me, sir. He turned his other head. He was like, you know, everybody that come out of that building that you just got fired from pass by me every day, and they don't say anything to me.
Oh, good.
Because they don't have no reason to, because they good, they meals fed, you know what I'm saying? They making their money. What does his life mean? You know what I'm saying? And this guy may have all the wisdom in the world.
Right.
He may have went through so much. You know, you never know what got him to the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know that. And that's when you asked me my biggest lesson. That's when I saw, I was like, oh, like, this is happening right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dang, if I would have stayed here, I would have continued to walk right past this man, because I'm trying to get to that meeting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is very important to understand your purpose.
Off of that point, homeless people in the street, because 9 to 5 is actually a piece I wrote that's in there. And I was, my freshman year, I had an internship at DC Superior Courts. And I was looking out the window one day at the homeless man on the street.
Crazy.
And I wrote so I wrote that piece, but my mom used to give this one homeless lady on the north side something all the time, and it stuck with me. So I'm looking, wrote the piece. Every day when I would go get lunch, I would make sure I got something for a homeless person every day. And it's like, it's those little things people don't value, you know what I'm saying? Because we should be so thankful for what we had, that we sitting right here. And we forget that. We worrying about finals, we worrying about so many things when it's people that really have nothing.
Right.
You know?
Just even thinking about that just made me, like, in high school, you know, my mom, she wasn't in a really good place of her life, so me and my mom, we would stay at my grandma's house, but in high school, we would literally, like, sleep in the same room. Like, it would be 2 twin beds, my mom right here, me right here. So it's like, and you know, I hear people, you know, like, oh, go home saying, oh, well, my bed's too big for my room, or I don't have this, you know, but it's just like, I have a room now, but it's just like, I didn't have that in high school. I didn't have my own room. I didn't have something to call, but, you know, my bed, my space. So just like a lot of people just really have to realize you may not have what you want, but be blessed for what you have.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't have it like that. And so people just really have to be just considerate of other people, because just because you're doing good, someone else may not.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, people understand that. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it almost makes me question, what do I do? You know, I know everything has a purpose, but it's like, dang, like, you listening. Like, some people probably won't even pick up the alarm clock. They'll probably buy it, support, cool, but just hold on to it.
Right.
But like, what's in there, and it's like, I don't look at it like that. I'm looking at it like, I know that one person who's gonna get the message is gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, people still gonna go on about their day, because it's like the system is so set up. It's hard to, people don't like insecurity, you know what I mean? Or being insecure or not having anything to hold on to. So they're comfortable, you know what I mean? So as much as they want to change, they're not, you know what I mean? Like, I know people in other countries who has to walk literally miles to feed themselves for the day, you know what I'm saying? Or else they won't eat. That's a hustle, you know what I'm saying? But we can't even wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and get to it, you know what I'm saying, just so that we can provide for our families and stuff like that, because we're so lazy, you know what I'm saying? So it's
right. That's I'm guilty of that too, though. But a big thing he was talking about, greed and love. You know, we taught not to trust people now. We taught, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we taught not to trust people. Like, I only got my brothers. Like everybody else is our enemy. That makes no sense. Why are we spreading that message? I mean, isn't our music cool? Like, it's music, y'all. They're not even really living like that. You know, like that. It blows my mind, and it's like, it's just getting pass. Like, I don't mess with her because she talked to her. Like, it's time to quit that out. Like, we already got enough against us. And I want to stop saying us, you know, because we all on this land, you know what I'm saying? We all one people. We all, you know, our brothers and sisters. We all came from one, you know. So it's just, what's going on right now, I mean, it's cool. It's culture, you know, it's culture.
Right.
But we gotta, we influence the culture. You know, everybody know that. We influence the culture, but wow, we know we're the base. We know we built it. We know this. Like, this is not like, not facts. But it's time to build it correctly, you know? And it's time to spread the right messages and love. Like Diddy keeps saying love. Like, it's time to spread love. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Do you guys feel like it'll be the alarm clock part 2? Cause come on now, you already put out a hard hitter one. You have to keep putting out hard hitters.
Yeah. Wasn't gonna say this, but cause I looked at the script and I seen this. Actually, I already started on my next masterpiece. With writing, can't give it no time. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know it's time, so people need to hear. But at the same time, like, writing is, I love it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so pure. You know what I mean? It's real to me, and I know my strategy. So I already started writing on, you know, my next book already, and I just don't know when I will release it. But you know, it's just like, you got to be in the right zone. Everything is about timing. Like, if there's a lot of stuff going on, it's hard for me to write because I'm distracted about, you know, what I'm hearing and everything like that. It catches me off guard. But when I'm in that zone, that's when I'm really like in that rhythm, like really writing. Like, I finished a lot of the alarm clock. Like I said, I've been writing since January 2016, but I finished everything after I got back from Ohio after being fired, because I had a lot of like fuel in me, like, and I had to let it out, and I let all my pain out in that book. So, you know, it's just, you know, it's all about timing. But to answer your question, there will be another novel. It wouldn't, I don't think it'll be called The Alarm Clock Part 2, but yeah. And his thing about Quatre, he living life backwards. All his stuff already written. You know what I'm saying? It's just about
when they gonna get it.
When they gonna get it.
That's what it is. No, cause for real,
Rewind.
I wrote everything. I was done with 3-4 books before I was 21. You know, and it's like, I mean, everybody say like, I'm trying to use the correct grammar in English and stuff. They don't mess with you until everybody love you. You know, so it's like, mine is how you say, it's all about time. Cause I'm just waiting for the right time, because I know what I got. I got gold, like real gold, like manifest destiny gold. Yes, you know what I'm saying. So when I'm sitting in these shoes and it's like, already I'm done. You know, it's like I'm waiting on everybody else. It's kind of frustrating, for real. It is. And that's it, cause I got like 4 done, just waiting.
Yeah.
And it's I do have so much to say, but it's like I don't even want to write anymore, because it's like, for what? Like, they're not even listening. So
another thing too, I know for Quatre, but for me, definitely for me, it's a revolution. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like with music, like hip hop, like how it derived from R&B and the, you know, the beat breaks and everything like that. And now you got this new type of music, you know what I'm saying, that's derived from, you know, our culture, from like even going back from like the John Coltrane days, you know what I'm saying, to the Marvin Gayes, to the Run DMCs, to the Rakims, to the Nas's. You know, they took an element that we already had and derived it and made it ours. I'm trying to do that with, you know, with literature. I'm trying to show these kids, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I'm about to write a book, like, for the kid who may not be musically gifted, you know what I mean, but wants to get a message out, like, these about to be the new albums, you know what I'm saying? We about to change, like, because it's not cool if you think about it. You don't see people writing
off of
books.
his, right, off his note. Like, all right, so his is like a book. Mine is a lot of spoken word and poetry, but it's in order. So it still tells the story that it needs to tell. And you know, a lot of my friends was like, well, why you don't write them? I mean, why you don't rap them? Because I could if I wanted to, but I'm like, that's what everybody doing. That. And for one, the industry, not just the rap industry, just period. Like, everything is just going left, you know, and it's time to just go center. And it's, you know, they say walk a straight line. It's time to at least try, you know. So.
Be the guidance in the world full of blind people. You have to. We need more. Black authors. We need more people who think, instead of, oh yeah, I'm about to rap, this is my mixtape, instead of looking, that's cool, write a book.
Yeah. Like
tell your story in a book.
Tell your story in a book.
It's funny. All that just hit me. So back in December, you know, I'm in the Charlotte area now. You know, Charlotte is dope. You know what I mean? I've been in Charlotte for about 2 months now. When I was down there, I connected at a barbershop, and they seen the movement I was trying to make, and they said, the owner was like, yo, I want you to do a book signing here. So I was like, all right, solid, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I posted it on the gram, all that. But when I was there, you know, it just felt odd because you don't see, it was kind of awkward because it's rare, like, you know what I'm saying? Usually you see people promoting their album and stuff like that. But when I went outside, I was talking to a guy, and I made this post on my Instagram, I think. It was an older cat, you know what I'm saying? He was from like Baltimore, B-more. He was like, you know, I ain't never seen a black author before. You know what I'm saying? And he had been like locked up, all that, you know what I'm saying? He said that he'd been clean from, you know, crack cocaine since 1991. He was like, yo, you just inspired me to write my book and share my story, because I didn't know that was okay. Now I'm like, I think I may want to do this. And then it's crazy, just like, I love this. I love just being yourself and where it take you and who you meet. I met another guy, older guy, like, he just, like, I'm outside on the street because I'm like trying to connect with everybody. He came up to me, just talking and stuff like that. He instantly, he didn't say the name of the book, he just seen the time. He was like, it's time to wake up. I was like, oh, snap. And instantly we just started talking, and he was like, you know, son, I'm in the hospice right now. I told him about my mother and like talk about my story, like, you know, me losing my mother. He was like, wow. It's like, I'm actually in the hospice right now. And you know, when you're in a hospice, you need care 24/7. But he was just out on the street, and he was like, they telling me I got 3 months left. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So I'm thinking, like, from generation to generation, I'm like, what you want to see in the future? And he told me straight like this. He was like, each one teach one. This guy like 71 years old. He like, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? I want to see more people stay true to who they are, no matter the rules and regulations out here. Be yourself. And he stressed that, and he said it's so powerful. And I knew he was kind of sick, but he said that so pure. And at the end, he was like, if I had your hand, I'd turn my hand. And I was like, if I had your hand, I'd cut yours off. You know what I'm saying? I cut mine off. You know what I'm saying? That's some Hove, and it caught me off guard. I'm like, this guy right here listening to Hove, but like, just the whole message like was beautiful. And like, I just feel like like I said, like, we talking about purpose here. Like, if I never stay true to my purpose, like, that means that's priceless. Right. That means more. That means more than gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's priceless. So, you know, you never know what you will encounter if you stay true to what you called to do.
Right. Be the change you want to see in the world.
Stay true to what you're trying to do. Yeah.
Right.
Real talk. So I love this. Thank you for real for
Can we close with a piece?
Yes.
New literacy, like you, because you made me want to say it. All right, this is called new literacy because we just talked about new literacy. That's what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Change has come, yet Obama has gone. King's dreams manifested, but blacks ain't invested. Complacency got niggas resting. Idleness is sin, and I know some lazy ass men went from having nothing in the 60s to having chains and guns in this century. Hood getting mighty mixy. We can read, holding power on and off the streets. Blacks really the kings influencing the meek. The kids look up to the kingpins running the block. Ain't dealing, but we all keep that Glock for protection. Anyone can get popped. Mass incarceration standing behind bars, the lock, the box, new illiteracy. We can't get to the top. The age of social media, everyone can read, everyone's seeing you. Knowledge is power, but this type of literacy for cowards throwing that welfare. Minimum wage got them living in hell. Too uneducated to see what's right in their face on the movies, the TVs, the iPhones. We even got to pray to make it home. Illiteracy changed faces from the books to the screen. I've been writing in simplicity for the kids, hoping they get what this means. Then the grown folks too, they're politically illiterate as well. I'm freeing all my niggas with knowledge. This my collateral. Big Bell. No more living from the bottom. Stop bragging that your homie popping. You helping the white man. What you doing? Net plans taking a father from a child, continuing the cycle. Then the feds come scoop you. You know, blue. My blood rival. The fam Montre crippin', so ain't no dissing now. Your family alone, you locked up, no family survival, back to poverty. You know the black cycle just fell in the test of life. I hope we passed the final. Politically illiterate, we idle, the fast life, the killing, 21 Savage told that strap ain't gotta do what you gotta do, pop him before you pop you. No snitches, still the code, no fluke. I feel you, make it happen, but it ain't lasting. When you 30 getting popped by that 30, 9 shots, but you ain't 50. We cat one life, thought she was real gritty. Living this life, the new illiteracy. So much man out there, complacent at the life you born in. Real hustlers make it better for their kids, they learn to go get it. We can read yet, knowledge still missing. Now wise guys look at the communities, the mobs, the new illiteracy. Politically, it's set up to get rid of us. We helping it out. I'm forever making shouts. They still not hearing me. I pout. They still don't know what I've been writing about.
Listen, through these eyes on Amazon right now. Notes to Self is on Amazon.
Priceless.
All of this has been there for
Priceless.
2 years. Nobody ever. It's a hidden jewel. It's a hidden jewel. That's Quattray a lot.
Like 800 pieces just waiting
Yeah.
waiting to be read.
Right.
For real.
Wait,
That's it.
just sitting there. Just sitting there.
Wow. Thank you, guys. This is, wow. This is really peaceful, really deep knowledge. It's motivational. That's what we need, you know?
Thank you.
20 years from now when we
Thank
at the
you for
top.
having me too.
Of course,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
Yeah, 20 years from now when we at the top, we're gonna remember. I'm gonna remember you. We gonna be big then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
If you want to host something in Winston in a couple years, I got you too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you like Winston.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
all
know,
right. That's all you have
we're
to
going to
say.
be all over the map.
All right,
So,
okay. Cool.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Cool.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all go get the alarm clock.
Course,
Amazon, Barnes
please.
and Noble, every online bookstore. Hell, you can buy it from me direct. Send me your cash app. You know what I'm saying? Mine, April Wall Street. We can set that up. I can sign it for you, give you a personal message, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's time to make a difference. It's time to wake up
Yeah.
for the trade.
For the tray.
And what's your social media?
Oh,
It'll be down here
Darrell,
as well.
my IG is Darrell Q Slade, so DarrellQSlade, like how it is on here, just without the dot. Snapchat is April Wall Street. I'm gonna change that, but it's April Wall Street right now, and I don't really be on Twitter like that, but it's the same thing, April Wall Street. So
Well, I deleted all my social media
Yeah.
and made a new Twitter yesterday. So I got like 30 followers. So I had way more, but it don't matter. Mine is just TRE_IV Trey 4.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks again to you
Thank
guys.
Thank you.
It was really our pleasure.
Really,
for real.
thank
Yeah.
you, for real.
An honor. So
Right. And thank you to our Let's Be Real viewers. Come back and view us. Please check out their work. These black men doing wonderful things in the world, doing wonderful things for our youngins, doing wonderful things for us to gain knowledge on. So please join the movement, join the alarm clock movement. Say your book.
Through These Eyes, that's on Amazon. Notes to Self is on Amazon too. It's Quattray Hollingsworth, KWATRE. So you'll find it.
and let's support. Let's be real. Let's be real. That sounds like a movement. That's a hashtag.
And
Let's be
you
real.
support me, I support you.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
my
absolutely.
word. That is my word.
Oh,
Absolutely.
on God. On God.
Absolutely.
Check it.
Well, thank you so much, you guys, and see you next week.
One.